All right, so what is going on, all you Division 2 agents out there? Welcome back to the channel. It's D Werewolf Gaming, back with another Division 2 video. All right, guys, I hope everyone has been doing well and staying safe. Today, guys, I got an amazing build that I really enjoy using, and this build is really focused around solo gamers, who play this game solo like myself. And guys, when you play on heroic content, one of the biggest issues I always have with heroic content is that if you die, if you're not playing in a team, you don't have anybody to help revive you unless you got the reviver hive equipped, then you just basically have to restart that whole mission all over, and some of those missions can be pretty long, so that can be time consuming in my opinion. With that being said though, a lot of gamers like myself, guys, usually when I make builds, a lot of times I like to focus on damage first. And sometimes, the other aspects of the build may suffer, like survivability, such as your armor and everything. With that being said though, guys, this build has a little bit of everything. It does amazing damage and has great survivability. I really enjoy this build, guys, and I think all you solo gamers out there, who are new to this game will definitely enjoy this build. So let's get ready to go over this build, and then I will give you a little bit more gameplay shortly after. All right, guys, so with this build, and you can use whichever weapons you prefer. I did go with the Lexington assault rifle because it is fully maxed out, guys. And I do have a weapon expertise of 28%. As you can see, the core attributes are 15% assault rifle, 21% health damage, and 10% damage to target out of cover. All right, but like I said, any other assault rifle would have worked great in this build. All right, guys, the talent I did put on this gun is called Killer. And basically killing an enemy with a critical hit grants 70% critical hit damage for 10 seconds. The mods I do have are 5% critical hit chance, plus 15 rounds with another 5% critical hit chance and a 10% critical hit damage mod as well. But as usual, guys, put whichever mods work best for you and your gameplay. All right, so I did go with the Scorpio shotgun, guys, because you will be up in those enemies' faces with this build. And just overall, guys, the Scorpio shotgun is amazing. And I do have a weapon expertise of 20%, and as you can see, the core attributes are fully maxed out. All right, the talent is what really makes this shotgun stand out. It's called Septic Shock, and basically shooting a target applies stacks of venom, which lasts for 10 seconds. Increasing stacks adds more severe debuffs to the targets. At 2 shots, you apply poison. 4, you disorient. At 6, you apply shock, and at 9, targets take additional 20% damage from all sources, but the stacks no longer occur. The duration of the status effects is based on the percentage of pellets that actually hit the target that you're shooting at. The mods that come on this gun are reload speed, critical hit chance, weapon handling, and a stability mod. All right, your sidearm didn't really matter, guys. Use whichever one you prefer, because a lot of times in my gameplay, you will see I don't even switch to my sidearm. All right, so I did go with the golden set, 2-piece golden set, guys. And the mask, 2 pieces gives you 10% status effect with 1.5% armor regen. I did have an armor core, and as you can see, the attributes did have an armor regen with a critical hit chance and a critical hit damage mod on it as well. This build, guys, we going for a lot of armor regen, so you're going to have a lot of armor regen, and everything else is going to be critical hit chance and critical hit damage. Now, the chest piece, guys, is called a Hunter Killer. This is the name version of the golden chest piece that makes the second piece of that. And as you can see, I do have an armor core with the middle attributes being either critical hit chance or critical hit damage. By me having it on the second piece, I'm able to get that 1.5% armor regen, and that's what we was going for on this build. Okay, the talent on this chest piece, guys, is one of the primary reasons I am wearing it, and it's called Perfect Intimidate. Basically, while you have bonus armor, you gain 1 stack of each, 1 stack each up to a max of 10. Each stack increases weapon damage by 4% to enemies within 10 meters. All stacks are lost whenever you don't have bonus armor. Now, the biggest thing with this, guys, is that you're only getting that bonus in damage whenever you have those stacks. So you want to keep the stacks up as much as you can. And if you don't have the that chest piece, guys, you just put the talent up there, the Intimidate talent, and you will still get the same benefit. So that was the chest piece, guys. And like I said, if you don't have that name version, just put the talent on any chest piece you prefer. Now, I did have 1 piece of Bellstone on for the 1% armor regen. And as you can see, guys, everything on that was out of critical hit chance or critical hit damage as well. And I did have armor regen on it as well. But the critical hit damage attribute up 12% critical hit damage. All right, and for the knee pads, guys, I did go with the Fox Prayers. And basically the main reason, guys, I was going for that 8% damage to target out of cover. But I did have a 6% critical hit chance attribute with a weapon core of 15% as weapon damage as well. All right, for the gloves, guys, I did go with 1-piece Fenrir's gloves for the 10% increase in assault rifle damage. And as you can see, I did have a weapon core with an armor regen and a 6% critical hit chance. And the backpack, guys, is the momentum backpack. Great for all you solo gamers out there, guys. But there are other alternatives. You don't have this backpack. As you can see, it gives you all 3 cores and weapon core, armor core, and a skill tier. And I did have this expertise of 10 with a critical hit damage mod of 12%. The talent is what really makes this backpack stand out. It's called Kill Confirms. Basically, every time you kill an enemy, they drop a trophy. When you pick those trophies up, guys, you're getting 5% weapon damage, 10% bonus armor, and plus 5% skill efficiency. For every trophy collected, you gain an additional plus 1% weapon damage, plus 1% skill efficiency, and plus 0.01% armor regen for 300 seconds. Get a max of 30. Basically, guys, you get a bonus in weapon damage of up to 30%, 30% skill efficiency, and 300 seconds of armor regen. Overall, guys, this is amazing for survivability, and you'll see when we go over the weapon stats how this will play a part in making this armor regen build even more effective. All right, guys, and if you don't have the backpack, the momentum backpack, you could have easily went with any other backpack that basically just makes sure that you're gonna get a little bit of armor back on a kill, or some sort of armor back in some way, whatever talent you choose. Some of those backpacks you could have used were the Bloodsucker talent, guys. You could have went with the perfect Bloodsucker if you do have the name version of that, or just make sure you put a Bloodsucker, which killing the enemy adds and refreshes stacks of bonus armor. Or you could have went with the Adrenaline Rush as well. Because whenever you're within a certain distance of the enemies, you gain bonus armor, and it does usually have a cooldown on it, guys. But overall, either one of those talents would have worked as well for this particular type of build. For the skills, I did go with the Revival Hive, guys, just to give you a little bit more survivability. And also, if you make a mistake, you'll get a second chance to get back up. Now, I did go with the Scanner Post on this build. And guys, don't get me wrong. Now, the Banshee Post worked great as well. I was going back and forth on that. But the primary reason I went with the Scanner Post, guys, because it has a shorter cooldown. And you are going to be using the microwave coils, which applies status effect. So that will keep that burn status effect, give you a little bit of crowd control. So ultimately, though, is whichever one you want. You prefer the Banshee Post that has crowd control as well, but it has a longer cooldown over when compared to the Scanner Post. All right, so let's look at the mods I am using, guys. And the current global modification is called Rogue Momentum. And basically, you're gonna get certain bonuses, guys, depending on which active mod you're using. I am currently using Overdrive, and what it does is it instantly maxes out your Rogue Momentum, and you receive powerful bonuses based on that, guys. But you get 30% weapon damage, 30% skill damage, and 30% increased rate of fire with unlimited ammo. The penalty, though, is after it ends, your momentum gains are reduced by 70% for 150 seconds. And this has a cooldown of 150 seconds. Some of my passive modifiers will counter that, guys, when we go over the passive modifiers to help you get your momentum back faster. All right, so I did use critical recovery. Critical hits grants plus 0.5% of your max armor back. And critical momentum, guys. Critical hits have a 40% chance to grant 1 momentum. So that's just great. And like I said, microwave coils is just amazing. Pulse enemies each have a 50% chance of being affected by burn, up to 4 enemies at a time. Guys, you gain a 5% bonus momentum for each enemy that is burning, so you get a 20% increase in bonus momentum with that. All right, I did go with the Gunner specialization, guys. And the Gunner specialization, if you don't know what it does, is basically every third reload is 50% faster. That's one reason I like using the Gunner specialization. Every kill, you're getting 10% bonus armor back on that kill, and you will have access to the Banshee Pulse. And then what that does, guys, if you don't know, you're not familiar, is basically it sends a shockwave that disorients the enemies in front of you, guys, and that way, it's a crowd control skill, basically. All right, guys, so let's take a look at the weapon stats. As you can see, I did have 50% critical hit chance when using the Lexington and also the Scorpio shotgun as well. So, I made sure that I had right there 50%. The cap on that is 60%. All right, I did have a critical hit damage on both weapons of 103% with a headshot damage of 75% on the Lexington assault rifle. All right, so let's take a look at my armor. Like I said, this is a very balanced build. I had a good bit of armor, 1,493,840 armor with 149,384 armor back on the kill, guys. And as you can see, the armor regen right there is sitting at 52,121, guys. But whenever you get those stacks up on your momentum backpack, which I will show you in the gameplay, you will get that armor regen up to 90-something thousand. So that is amazing, guys. Great for survivability. So you get armor back on the kill. You got armor regen as well. So ultimately, guys, like I said, this build is amazing. And when we do watch a little bit more gameplay, I will take a second to pause during the gameplay just to show you how much armor regen that we will have going on at that current moment. All right, guys, if you like the build, just give it a thumbs up. Thank you for your valued time as always and your continued support. If you're new to the channel, guys, please feel free to hit that like, share, and subscribe. It does not cost a thing. And I do want to say, guys, at the end of the day, I always appreciate all you positive gamers out there who always have something positive or constructive type of feedback. All right, guys, so during this gameplay, you will see I will go down one time, guys, because playing with these modifiers on, these guys do a lot of damage, and you can go down very quickly. And I also noticed that they seem to be doing a lot more damage more than normal, and that just might just be me, but that's what it seems like. Because you will see in one part where I will have basically almost full armor, and I will go down very quickly. But part of that is going to be my fault as well, guys. I will get stuck while trying to move, and that's one benefit of having the Reviver Hive. With that being said, the part is coming up pretty soon where you're going to see where I'm going to show you my armor regen, how much armor regen I have. And then that'll be it. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate all those who always take time to stop by. All right, here's the part I was talking about, guys, where I was going to show you the armor regen. And as you can see, guys, I had an armor regen right there, 96,936 armor regen. That is just amazing when you playing this game solo, guys. Gives you a good bit of survivability. On top of that, you got a Reviver Hive as well. So this is it's pretty amazing, guys. So all right, so at this point, guys, I'll let you enjoy the rest of the gameplay. D-Werewolf out.
Spread out. Take it slow. We could be in. On them!
Look for the transmission control module. It handles all communications going in and out of viewpoint. If you reset it, you'll lock out the True Sons and we can take over the channels. Stay by the module and make sure it completes the reset sequence.
I'm gonna frag him.
Armor's taking the lead! Attack now!
No! Reload! Blow it to pieces! Yeah!
Serious trauma detected. Agent have. Immediate medical assistance needed. All site facilities are reset to default or under direct SHD control. It's good to hear. Our comms are coming online and the True Sons are in the dark. Fluctuations in local power. Some shade tech as long as that EMP jammer is active. Structural integrity at 75%. Agent, you've got to stop wave. We need that radio. Disrupted. System forward. System curtailed. System reactivated. System disrupted. System restored. System malfunctioning. Electromagnetic charge depleted. System reactivated.
I'm pinned here! Engaging target!
Serious trauma detected.
Mother! Fucking position! Keep him off me! Bring after this. Give up! What's happening?
No shot! No shot! No way I'm moving!
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Max! Who's that? Careful! Bleed out! You're going nowhere!
All right, the facility is ours. True Sons just lost a powerful tool for coordinating their troops and spouting their horse shit. Once we get the radio mast repaired and operational, we can extend the reach of our own broadcasts. sending a recovery team. Link up with them and you'll be done there.
Components identified. Suggested use. Missile construction.
They must be using the if they can rig the warheads to get propulsion, they wouldn't even need a guidance system to the White House or settlement.
That is those best things, but any missiles lying around, make sure they can never, ever be used.
Database fetch indicates a designated R90.
That would be the missile, then. Please neutralize that fucking thing by any means necessary.
Damn it. The salvage crew just ran into those reinforcements. They need backup.
Civilian militia down!
Sun's munitions factory is out of action and they left a big stockpile of ordnance. Throw in the fact that the settlements can scavenge those workbenches and tools, and I'd say it's been a pretty good day.
Priority objective available, Agent.